Welcome to top 4 of Kurgan Highlander League in Melbourne, Victoria. We have on our... Oh, sorry, I'll just introduce myself. I'm Sully from Team TCM.
I'm Ben from also TCM. Who is presenting this today?
Yeah, we've got Bullard on...
Not Bullard.
Michael? No, Bullard is like helping us out with the setup, which is absolutely amazing. So...
On our left, we have Jimbo playing a little control ramming up brew. His points: Snapcaster Mage 1 point, Demonic Tutor 3 points, Green Sun Zenith 1 point, and Wasteland 1 point.
So no, he's not on a ramming up. He's on a...
Yeah, he's playing ramming up.
Is he?
So
oh, he is too. Sorry, when I'm thinking ramming up, I'm thinking the new standard deck, like ramming up red.
No.
Instead of...
It's sort of black. He's playing him.
Yeah.
It's
not bug. It's bug. It's Leovold bug,
like a rock kind of deck.
Because he's playing Leovold and Grimflayer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
and all
it's
the discard
Leovold.
spells. And on the right, we got Michael.
No, we've got Lyndon Walker on the right on blue-red aggro, essentially.
Control, really, isn't it? A blue-red control deck. Ancestral Recall.
So
Snapcaster Mage again.
You can see he's just played...
That would be a Goblin Guide, I believe.
No, what's that land?
Is that Volicut?
Yeah, I thought it was Valakut, but he doesn't have Valakut, and he's it's ramming up ruins.
Okay.
So that's the namesake deck. Jumping down, he's played a second. Wow, that's a new standard card, and I'm really
struggling to find what it is.
Struggling to remember what it's called.
There's another Haster.
Yeah.
So what do you think about it's a bit of a flying start from Lyndon?
It really is. So Lyndon really chucking on the aggro, attacking with the Goblin Guide turn 1 is amazing.
There's a Green Sun Zenith from Jimbo.
So what do you reckon Jimbo's going to get off his Green Suns? I reckon...
So it's for 1?
For 1. Is he playing...
Is there a Deathrite Shaman?
Yeah, I would like to say it's assuming Deathrite Shaman, because it seems really
Shaman.
good.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, grabs the Deathrite Shaman. Seems like a good play. Shuffling his Green Suns back into his deck.
Yeah, right. Alright, so Lyndon's got... How many cards left in his hand now? He's slamming them down pretty hard.
I count 4, I think.
Alright. He'd probably like a land drop here to really curve out nicely. I'm not sure it doesn't look like it's happening for him though.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any blue, so most of his pointed cards are actually in blue.
And which is the struggle of red. There isn't actually enough points in red to find points in mono red decks.
No.
He's not playing Wheel of Fortune. His pointed cards are at 4 points Ancestral Recall, at 1 point Snapcaster Mage, 1 point Treasure Cruise, and his last point is Wasteland.
What was that? He's just flung at a Deathrite Shaman to kill it.
That looked like a Firebolt.
Alright.
Or it might be a Rift Bolt. No, I think it's a Firebolt.
That's not Rift Bolt.
Actually, no, Forked Bolt. Forked Bolt.
I don't know that art.
It's either Forked Bolt or Firebolt.
Alright. Well, I think
Jimbo is not looking like he is in a really good position in this match.
I guess a good removal spell now, and maybe even a Wasteland would probably help Jimbo.
It really would.
He plays Wasteland.
He also... Does he play Toxic Deluge main?
Probably not main. It doesn't seem like it
doesn't look like it's in his list at all.
Toxic Deluge. No Toxic Deluge. He says Phyrexian Obliterator in his sideboard, to snuff out in his sideboard.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So he's played the Ewit, getting back his Deathrite Shaman.
Okay.
Discarding to hand size. So Jimbo's at 7 cards in hand.
So that's pretty good for Jimbo actually, because now he's got a blocker. He gets to reuse Deathrite Shaman and trade off with one of these 2 creatures. Or even a Mission
Earthshaker.
Oh, here comes a 3-drop. There's that land.
And here comes a Goblin Rabblemaster.
Ooh.
Which is going to be pretty painful for
Beginning
Jimbo.
Beginning
of combat, create a 1/1 Goblin with haste that has to attack.
Yeah.
And Rabblemaster reads that when it attacks, it gets +1/+0 for each other attacking goblin.
He's got the combo with the Goblin Guide too, of course.
Yeah.
Which is just... Yep. So Jimbo's going to need... Let's have a look through his... What can Jimbo draw here?
Has he
It's
got
gonna
any
help him.
board wipes? Maelstrom Pulse? Maybe? No, that doesn't really help him here. Pernicious Deed is probably his only out on maybe
I
one.
guess if he you grab something with a fat body like a Ramen Up or a Courser of Crufux
Or maybe
to the Slaughter will help. Shriekmaw would help. He can't cast
maybe
it. How
Drag
cast it?
Task?
Drag Task would be good.
Just to gain
Or
some life.
Liliana. That's
Liliana's not
unfortunately
bad.
he's just gonna
He's going to
Sack
sack
the
the Goblin,
token.
one of the Goblins.
and probably the Death Rod Shaman now. Yeah. Okay.
So
So is Goblin Rebel Master a 2/2?
it is a 2/2. So
Okay.
it is going to be attacking for this turn.
Does he have to block right now? If he attacks with Mishra's Factory,
He's on 7, so it's
probably
going to be
does have to
2,
block.
3. It's 7 damage exactly. If
Is it?
It's actually more.
Oh,
It's
it is.
9 damage if he attacks with his Mishra's Factory.
4, 5, 6, 7. I
'Cause-
count 7.
Yeah,
8,
So
9.
you
yep,
yeah.
9. Yep, 9. Yep. Okay, so he has to block now.
because it's an extra 2 from the Goblin coming in and giving Rebel Master an extra block.
He does do it. So he sees the line.
So
Attacks with everything.
Deathrite has to block the Rebel Master.
Rebel Master? Doesn't have trample or anything, does it?
No, it
Ooh, a
doesn't.
Green Sun.
Green Sun's been shuffled back to the top of the deck. Do we call collusion? I might add that Jimbo is one of our few amazing judges in Victoria. Not saying all judges are amazing, but he's one of the few pretty high-ranked Victorian judges.
Jimbo's not allowed to listen to the last 10 seconds on this.
Nah, stuff it, Jimbo. You can hear this and get your big head. It's okay.
Alright, and they pack it up. No surprises there. Jimbo knows there's no out. Now, we are playing best of 5.
We are. So
no
sideboarding after
sideboarding now.
game 3. After game 2.
Yeah. And we got to apologise a little bit for the commentary or the lack of excitement in apology.
It
Commentary
is.
because we're so close to where they're playing, we can't get too loud.
Yeah, we can't get too loud. Alright, so let's go to potential sideboarding from either of them.
Well, they're not sideboarding now.
No, but it looks like Jimbo's just quickly stepped away.
How about we talk about what they're gonna want to see in this game 2?
I personally, if we look at Lyndon's list, I think he just wants to see just literally a
Slam
repeat.
stuff.
Just
and
repeat of
attack.
what just happened.
And Jimbo, he'll be on the play this time, so he probably wants to see an early Thought Seize,
Inquisition probably.
Inquisition, him, Fatal Push would be great, Dismember. So he's got lots of stuff actually.
He's got
Then
yeah,
he could fan out in his opening hand, which would help him in this match.
he kind of also
And
wants
then-
a Courser of Crufix as well.
And then late game or even mid to late game, Corsa, Ramen Up, Thrag Tusk, Abrupt Decay is of course a good one as well. Baleful Strix.
Yeah.
So, he does have a Pernicious Deed.
Yeah, he's
so he
got
does
a
have a
Pernicious
board
Deed.
wiper in his deck. So he had a couple of top decks that would have got him out of trouble in game 1.
He's also playing one Emrakul Promised End at the bottom of
Oh wow,
his
I did not actually see that.
land deck list, which is kind of funny.
Wow, that's an interesting choice. I guess he does get a fair amount
Yeah.
of different cards in his graveyard. Instant, sorcery, land, creature,
Planeswalker, Artifact.
planeswalker, artifact, enchantment. So, okay, no, Jimbo is not without hope in this game.
Yeah.
He's really not. And Lyndon's plan was pretty simple. I think similar to what he did in game 1. Blur. Spew out a bunch of things on the board and try to protect them and just replay them as required. He's got some pretty good stuff actually.
Yeah, looking at Lyndon's list, it's actually extremely
And
aggressive.
he's actually got some stuff in the late game too, which can help him. Chandra,
And if we look
Eidolon.
at, he's got such aggression. It's amazing.
Harsh Mentor's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Monastery Swiftware in the early game, Riftbolt in the early game, Searing Blaze, Stroke of Flames. Oh, Sulfuric Vortex seems great.
And if we look at what Lyndon's been playing throughout the league, this was absolutely perfect for him to completely change decks going into top 8.
What did he play?
Because he's been playing Time Vault .deck.
Ah.
Yep.
Alright, we're getting a knock.
Are you guys stopping the recording between games?
Okay.
Yeah, just don't take your first.
Easy. Yeah, Lyndon's been playing Time Vault, also Splinter Twin, in those Time Vault decks. So it's a twin deck, playing like Blood Moons, and I believe he was playing Back to Basics until it was pointed. Force of Will, just like real heavy control. And if we look at Jimbo's list, he's changed a bit. He was playing, at the start of the league, he was playing an Esper Planeswalker control type deck. Kind of very
Jimbo,
similar.
the Brewmaster.
Yeah, very similar to his Standstill list that he plays in Vintage.
Do you reckon either of these two decks have been affected by the point on top? Since it's surviving top?
This current list, probably not.
Are you talking about Lyndon's list?
Lyndon's list, yeah, I'm talking about Lyndon's. Lyndon's list doesn't really need top.
It would have played it though, yeah?
If they needed to find points. Actually, I'm pretty happy.
If it's 0 points, it would have played. Since it's divine top, you reckon?
No, still probably wouldn't have.
No? Okay. And how about Jimbo's list?
It doesn't put enough aggression down. Jimbo's list 100% probably would have played. In a bug deck where he's playing Snapcaster Mage, he's playing tutors, he's playing answers to his opponent's board states. He definitely would be wanting to see a Sensei's top.
Oh, I think it would have been fine in Lyndon's deck too, actually. 7 fetch lands. I would have been happy.
I just don't think it would have put enough pressure on.
It's a good late game thing. Alright, we've started anyway.
So we've got Zergo come down from Lyndon.
We started with, is that an expedition map?
And an expedition map from Jimbo. So what would expedition map be getting from Jimbo?
Wasteland. It's probably not the greatest land. It probably indicates that Jimbo actually doesn't have any more lands in his hand. Unless he's trying to telegraph that to Lyndon. Because playing a Wasteland there is not ideal, I don't think. It is a JVP.
Jace, baby Jace. The card that has fluctuated ridiculous amounts in the last year and a bit.
In cost, you're talking about?
Yeah, in
monetary
cost.
value. Alright, we're attacking with a...
And a Zergo.
Okay.
Zergo Bellringer, I think it's called.
What does that do?
So Zergo...
Oh, and a young peasy.
...is a 1-cost 2/2.
It's funny, while you're looking that up, if this was a normal round, I would be thinking that Lyndon's on mono red right now.
Yeah.
Because we have not seen a blue card played in either of the two games. So this is in a normal tournament, and then he goes, oh, here's an Island Ancestral Recall. I would be probably swearing at my sideboard because I've done something terrible.
Yeah, exactly. So Zergo Bellstriker, it can't block creatures with power 2 or greater, and it has dash.
Oh, dash. Okay, that's that mechanic. It jams it into play, and it's attacking, and then comes back to your hand.
Back to your hand.
Okay. Alright, well, Jimbo gets the land drop. Is that Llanowar Waste? Looks like it.
It sure does.
It is. It is Llanowar Waste.
So young Pyromancer is probably going to be reasonably overwhelming for Jimbo.
Well, Jimbo will probably block with JVP, tap it to prevent 2 damage, turn it into a plane. Oh no, he can't.
No, he can't. It came down.
Yet.
Yeah, and he's also doesn't have enough cards in his
graveyard. Yeah.
Graveyard.
Oh, this may help. See what Lyndon goes. He probably gets a basic island here.
Yeah,
I would.
We might also add that they do know what each other is on, so they have access to deck lists.
Okay, so Lyndon's pretty much indicated that he's going to spend this 3 mana, or at least play a blue spell. Which is probably good. Young Pyromancer right now, he's going to spend the 3 mana.
3 mana, so...
I don't know what that is.
That is... Oh, looking at my thing, I remember that art, but I'm struggling with what it is called.
Burst Lightning? Lightning something? Lightning Strike?
I think
it's 3 cost.
It's a 3 cost, so I think it's Stoke the Flames. No, it might be Searing Blaze. Which is the Spell Mastery.
Okay. Alright, we're searching for a land. Okay, basic. Okay. Nothing better than just a basic land with the expedition map. No Tolarian Academy's here.
Jimbo does know the deck list, but he's also saying that Lyndon is getting basics, so remembering every 60 card that's in your opponent's deck is hard, and Back to Basics is a pretty powerful card against Jimbo, even though Lyndon isn't playing it in his 75.
It's interesting to point out he's looting in end step as well.
Yeah.
All right, so he's really setting up for the for flipping Jace now, recast something, or just making one of Lyndon's creatures smaller might be fine too. It's interesting to say they're very different decks. One's 3-color bug and one's red blue, but they're both playing Wasteland.
They
both
are
playing
playing
Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah.
Are they both playing Treasure Cruise? No.
No.
So
Jimbo's gone there.
but Wasteland and Snapcaster Mage are in both.
They're also both playing Jace,
Jace,
Vince,
Vin,
Prodigy.
If you're playing Snapcaster Mage, I can't see why you wouldn't play JVP.
It's absurd these days. I was lucky enough last week when testing
he
some
does.
vintage games.
That Corsair Crewfox.
Corsair, yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's going to be helping Jimbo. That's
And there's a Rummin Up on top of his deck.
Yeah, okay. Well, this game's looking a little bit better for Jimbo.
He's also got Emrakul in hand, Jimbo, the Promised End.
No, that's not coming down anytime soon.
I don't
though, is it?
think that's coming down anytime soon. What's that last card in his... Is it Days?
I'm not sure. It's so hard to see the hands without a hand cam.
No, in the graveyard, that last card. I can't...
Oh, it's Bitter Blossom.
It is Bitter Blossom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels not amazing in this
This
matchup.
match, yeah. Probably comes out. Although, spewing out a bunch of 1/1s is fine.
But taking the life against a really aggressive deck is
It's
hard.
dangerous, yeah. Ooh,
Oh, Chandra, Torch of Defiance.
that can't kill the Crewfox?
That can,
Who's
yeah, it does 4 damage. So
Minus
minus
4 damage,
minus 2, do 4 damage to target creature.
Okay.
+1 is exile top card of your library. You may cast it until the end of the turn, or you may deal 2 damage. No, you may cast it now, deal 2 damage, or do 2 damage to target opponent.
And Young Peasy doesn't trigger with
No.
the... Alright, we're doing the trick. We're tapping it, we're looting, we're turning it into a Planeswalker.
He's got a Sylvan Library in hand. I see that from Jimbo as well. He's going to
How
want
do
to
you-
hold on to that.
How do you feel about being on 9 life with a Sylvan Library in hand?
Yeah, it's hard. You're going to use it literally like a Sensei's top, and not take the life, but hopefully filter down your cards. So he does discard the Sylvan Library.
Alright, and we get the Jace. And he takes 3 life. 6. Jimbo probably wants a Tenacious D. No, that doesn't really help.
So Jimbo's got a flip card in hand. Is that what is that?
What other flip cards does he play?
I think it's Garrick. Is he playing Garrick in main board? Garrick.
Yeah, Guruk the Relentless.
Guruk the Relentless. So yeah, it is Guruk. We might point out that Guruk also has no corner on his flip card. It is a pretty beaten up Guruk. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Oh, it is too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's why he is using the check cards. Thank God that we're allowed to use check cards with certain cards.
Okay, so we killed the... I forgot what the thing was called. The legendary creature.
Zergo Bellstriker.
Zergo.
Interestingly,
Guruk?
killed the Zergo, not the young Pyromancer.
Well, I would say his Guruk is now going to die.
Yeah, I personally probably would have targeted the young Pyromancer because it feels like it would have spewed out more guys than you're worried about. Where you could have...
That's interesting.
Yeah, where they're both... one's a 2/1, one's a 2/2.
Alright, oh, Chain Lightning off the top.
So revealing Chain Lightning to Chandra. Lyndon's in a hard position, yeah, 100%. What does he bolt though? I think he would bolt... Oh, so he's just straight to the face. He doesn't care about the Planeswalkers.
Oh, well, he wins the game now, doesn't he? Unless Jimbo's got a Fatal Push or something in hand.
Yeah, definitely wins the game. Playing a Fiery Confluence, just choosing 2 damage to your face, 2 damage to your face, 2 damage to your face, and that is wrapping it up.
Alright, let's go to game 3. Alright, let's talk about sideboards then. Let's start with Lyndon's deck.
Yeah, so we got in Lyndon's deck. I reckon Lyndon guarantees going to be bringing in the Blue Moon. The Blood Moon.
So let's read out what he's got in
So
his
Blood
sideboard first.
Moon, Blue Elemental Blast, Boil, Chiroclasm. I've never heard of that card. Harness by Force, Hydroblast, Mental Misstep, Pyroblast, Red Elemental Blast, Searing Blood, Shatterstorm, Smash to Smithereens, Stunt double, sudden demise, sorry, and
Zuzu.
Zuzu the Punisher.
Kyroclasm is instant 3, 2 and 1 red. Destroy target plains or island. Its controller takes 3 damage.
It seems like he might be wanting to bring that in.
Plains or island? Yeah, maybe.
Well,
yeah.
Jimbo plays
islands.
Islands.
In plenty of them, but it's not be all or end all. I think Blood Moon probably comes in this
Blood
match.
Moon 100% comes in. Jimbo, how many basics?
No, Blue Elemental Blast doesn't come in.
Jimbo's only playing 2 swamps.
I don't know what
I see.
Harness by Force is. What's Harness by Force?
Harness by Force, I think that's the new one.
Hydroblast doesn't come in. Mental Misstep, maybe. Pyroblast probably does. Red Elemental Blast probably does.
Harness by Force is from Journey to Nyx. So it is 1 and 2 red sorcery with Strive. Harness by Force costs 2 and a red more to cast for each target beyond.
Okay.
Gain control of any number of target creatures until the end of the turn. Up and top those creatures, they gain haste. So it's essentially a act of treason with repeatable
replicate
effects.
kind of thing.
Yeah, replicate.
Yeah. So it probably doesn't come in this match. Would you bring in your Pyroblast and Elemental Blast against a bug tech?
Yeah, 100%.
Kills Leovold, kills Jace.
I'd be bringing in Boil, Blood Moon.
Blood Moon, definitely.
Boil's really cool because it would just take Jimbo off his blue.
Just trying to count how many islands Jimbo actually plays here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4. So you're right. You probably do bring it in.
Four's still a large
it's
amount.
very greedy, but mana base he's playing.
Which is the general thing of Bug is they kind of do want a greedy mana base because they want to play all the colours.
They probably want to play a 3-drop that's 1 green, 1 blue, 1 black.
Exactly, exactly. And he's got a few double blues, double black cards in his list as well, and double green cards. So he has to really be greedy.
All right, well let's go look at Jimbo's deck list. He's got Alter Ego, Arcane Laboratory, Duress, Flaying Tendrils, Glisser the Trader, Hostage Taker, Kitchen Finks, Croson Grip, Null Rod, Phyrexian Obliterator. I love that. Reclamation Sage, Sadistic Sacrament, Scavenging Ooze, Snuff Out, and World Breaker. Well, I can tell you straight away what I would bring in, and that would be Scavenging Ooze and Snuff Out.
And Kitchen Finks.
Kitchen Finks definitely comes in. Would you bring the Duress in? Or the Arcane Lab? Probably not.
I wouldn't bring in Duress because you're versing an aggressive creature
Very
heavy
heavy
deck
creature base, yeah.
that does have
Hostage Taker?
maybe. Actually, yeah, I like Hostage Taker actually in this game because he's going to steal these aggressive cards. Alter Ego is kind of funny.
Yeah.
It can't be counted. It's X2 green and blue. You may have Alter Ego enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it has an additional X +1/+1 counters. He won't bring it in.
It won't be coming in this, but he just doesn't have long enough to play it.
It's a nice spice that Jimbo plays.
What I think it's probably likely that Jimbo will take out the Emrakul.
I think he might play
like
Snuff Out.
I don't like that in this match.
Yeah, I don't think Emrakul's
we don't
good.
get enough time to play it.
There's a few other things that I think he'll take out because they
A
just
few of the creatures.
lackluster. He'll definitely keep in Ishkana. It's kind of his pet card, and it will actually do some pretty sweet stuff.
I like Jimbo's chances after sideboard. But
He'll take Bitter Blossom out.
Of course, now Lyndon has got 2 games up, and he's going to want to. He just needs to take 1 more game, really.
Yeah.
So Jimbo not really in the box seat here.
Alright, so
I should say that Jimbo did beat me in a league match not that long ago when I was up 2-0.
yeah,
And he beat me 3.
He is a very. We joke about it because when you become a judge, you become worse at Magic because you understand how the rules work, so you play properly and you don't angle shoot anymore. But Jimbo has mastered the art of still keeping relatively competitive, even though he understands how interactions work.
He's a brewmaster.
He is.
He's the brewmaster. Every week coming up with a new deck. I think, in fact, a couple of Kurgan leagues ago, he played a new deck every week, which is a massive commitment because that's 75 cards you're changing not every week. It might have been every round,
2 rounds.
Yeah,
So
right.
just to give you a bit of a idea of how our leagues run. Because I'm generally in charge of the leagues now. With me and Craig Walker, another TCM member, we have 2 rounds that you have to complete every 3 weeks. So we'll give you pairings and say you have to verse this person and this person. You have 3 weeks to verse them. Give me your results, and then at the end of the 3 weeks, I'll do the next 2 rounds.
They're all best of 5 matches.
All best of 5 matches.
5 board after this game too.
I'll generally make deck lists public before I do the next round, so that people can try and do a tiny bit of brewing in the next few days before I upload pairings.
So we got Jimbo on the play, and Lyndon has mulled the 6 and scribed to the top.
Yeah. So
here's an Inquisition though.
We got a turn 1 Inquisition off an Urborg, which feels good.
It's very good.
I feel like so we've got
Incinerate.
Monastery Sphere.
Is that a Eidolon?
Eidolon, yeah, I think so.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not so sure with these arts.
We've got an Exquisite Firecraft. Exquisite, which is what they're looking at right now. Actually, no, that might be Abbot of Kirkheap.
Okay, Abbot of Kirkheap. That's what I thought was the Eidolon, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abbot of Kirkheap, sorry, my bad.
Much better with the old art.
Yeah. That only has 1 art, but
Volcanic Island. See, I know what that is.
Yeah, we all know what Volcanic Island is.
Except for Alpha ones. Nobody knows what an Alpha one is. Oh, well, yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
It's Birds of Paradise.
Yeah, Birds of Paradise. It's the best fetch that you can get off.
Oh, well, that's a good top deck.
Just top deck, Ancestral
Did he
Recall.
scry that to the top? Was that his scry? It must have been.
It must have been 100%. Although no, he fetched.
Oh, he did fit. No, but he's.
He drew it.
Doorstep. He must have scryed that to the top.
Saw it and he was like, yes.
And Jimbo's thinking, God.
Jimbo fetching, going down 19.
Here comes another dress effect? No.
No,
is that
Baby Jace. Baby Jace.
Right.
Is Jimbo playing Nissa? He is.
He is.
So he's playing Flip Nissa.
So this is interesting here. So he's going to be able to recast the Inquisition very soon.
Yeah, very soon, which is kind of cool. And
probably next turn. I would imagine next turn. All it takes is a fetch land, 1 spell.
Yeah.
And flip him.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's good for Jimbo. He doesn't like an Ancestral Recall being resolved on the other side of the table, that's for sure.
Before we got here, I was watching some of the Eternal Masters weekend that's happening over in
Eternal
Weekend in America, and one of the best quotes that I've heard was Kevin, I forget his surname.
Kevin Cron by any chance?
Yeah, Kevin Cron. He's got a stunning deck. He's playing Grixis Control in Vintage, and you're saying, I just don't care about Ancestral Recall, because you've got to think of it like this, that your opponent or you are drawing 3 random cards from your deck. So you don't counter that. You counter what they draw.
If I have a mental misstep, straight away.
Yeah, 100%.
But I hate Force of Willing Ancestral Recall. It's a lose-lose no matter what you do.
It just doesn't feel good. Misdirecting, though. I've done that a few times.
We dream the day that misdirection comes back. Becomes good again.
I'm testing it out.
Yeah.
I'm testing it out. I'm going to make it good. Make misdirection great again.
I missed what happened to the Jace.
It just got attacked. Oh, hang on.
No, there's a spell there. I don't know what that is.
What is that? I think that looks like... It actually looks like Lightning Axe. Is he playing that?
It's not Lightning Bolt, no. Lightning Strike?
Lightning Strike. I think it's Lightning Strike.
1 cost, is it?
No, it's a 2 cost. No, you can tap 1 mana.
Well, somebody out there's yelling at us who's watching this going, it's this card! Firebolt, maybe? No, it doesn't.
It might be Firebolt, actually. Forkbolt? It
Something
looks
that
familiar.
Deals 2 damage and costs 1.
Yeah, exactly. Fire Blast. It's either Fire Blast, Firebolt.
Does he play Shock?
I was looking for that. That's what I thought it might
Out
be.
of all of the cards, the cards that you can cast, he's not playing Shock. She's probably just not as good as Fire Blast, Firebolt, Forked Bolt,
Yeah.
Rift Bolt. All of them. Lightning Strike, Lightning Bolt, Incinerate. Is he playing Incinerate? Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I saw it in his hand. I'm like, it is in his deck list, right?
Yeah, it's in... No, it's in his main board, which is sweet.
Alright, so Lyndon shuffling main phase, a fetch, so he is about to cast a 3-cost creature, I would imagine, or a 3-cost spell. I would imagine it'll be a creature, unless it's something to kill that Corsair.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, well, I guess he's got Incinerate and another 2-for-1. I think Jimbo's pretty happy with that, a 2-for-1 trade.
Yeah, especially when he's got a Liliana on top of his deck and his opponent only has 4 cards left and no creatures out. So
He can't cast it though. Oh, yes, he has.
Yeah, he's got an Airbog.
Airbog.
He's also got...
you cast Lily here?
yeah, he's got other Lily as well. Liliana Last Hope
Okay.
in hand as well.
Which we're now allowed to play both of them in.
Ah, I'm so happy about that rules change. Because I'm a diehard Tezzeret fan, so...
What do we do just then?
We're casting something.
I think we've cast Liliana and passed the turn.
Oh,
but we
hang on,
haven't put
was
her
that
on the table?
Actually, was that a casting of Expedition map and
Expedition
cracking
map. It
it?
was Expedition map.
Yeah, alright, my bad. I was trying to figure out how that got in the graveyard. Yeah.
Jimbo did it so quickly that we... Where is it? No, it's Abbott.
Abbott of Kirkgate.
Oh, so can he play that now? Or does it say cast?
I think it's cast. No, I think it's play.
It's just exile, but... And I think he'd probably prefer a Mishra's Factory and play.
Yeah, I think he would too.
We'll just get up the...
Abbott of Kirkgate. You may play it. So he can play that card if he hasn't played a land for turn, which he hasn't.
We play that card? Yes, so we can. Okay.
Yeah.
Which he does.
Which we see. I don't know.
We don't know whether he's got any lands in his hand. He may have just been playing coy with Jimbo.
I don't understand in that situation why you wouldn't ever play that land. Especially because it's also a man land.
I guess there might be some reasons that if you want to kill... So there's nothing to kill though, like with the board state the way it was. Yeah. You throw it in play.
Yeah, exactly. And now he can also activate it to itself to the Lily that's coming down. Oh no, he plays Nissa. Nissa Vastwood's here.
No, it is Nissa. Yep, it has to be Nissa. It's only 3 cost.
Also, I am sad to say that I remember where all the positioning is on those check cards, and I could see what was left.
Well, sadly, I did not play enough limited or standard back then.
I played
Not
Nissa
sadly.
in
I'm
standard.
not sad about that at all.
It was a sweet format. I enjoyed that format.
I stopped playing standard in Future Sight.
Yeah. I actually started playing standard in that set, which is funny since I started playing Magic way before that, when Modern Masters 1 came out, and just jumped straight into Modern.
That's way after
No.
Future Sight.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about when Origins.
Oh yeah, Origins. Yeah,
Origins came out.
Oh, that set. Sorry, that's the set you're talking about. Yeah. Origins is a cool set, actually. Alright.
Alright, so Nissa, grabbing a forest. It won't be able to flip just yet, because it needs 7 lands, I believe. Pushing my memory.
Well, Lyndon's not short of mana.
Yeah, if you control 7 or more lands, exile Nissa and then return it transformed.
Do we know how many cards Lyndon has in his hand right now? Doesn't look like too many, but he did cast...
It's 2 or 3.
Recall earlier.
Oh, hang on, now it's
4.
4. 3 drop coming down.
Ancestral Recall still going to work later on in the...
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
What was that?
That's the Chiroclasm, isn't it? Is it? Destroying the land?
That's... Destroying Urborg, though.
What is that?
It could be Chiroclasm, Bile,
I have no idea what that card was, actually.
Let's see if we can find out. Maybe I have the text of Kyroclasm wrong.
Maybe. I feel like that's what it was.
Nope, that's destroy target plains or island. That wasn't not a plains or island that he just destroyed then.
It's an older card, because it's got the old border. Oh, hang on. Where is it? No, it's a new border card.
Well, he destroyed a
He destroyed Urborg, which is going to hurt Jimbo a tiny bit, having Nissa and... No, sorry, Liliana and Liliana in hand. And there's an Eidolon out as well, which is going to do a lot of work, I feel. So Last Hope comes down, killing off the Abbot.
Molten Rain.
Molten Rain.
It was Molten Rain.
Ah, he's playing Molten Rain. Liliana killing off the Abbot. He also having to take damage from the Eidolon of the Great Revel, which reads, if anyone would cast a spell 3 or less, take 2 damage.
Pyrostatic Pillar on legs.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Also good to know, it's an enchantment creature.
It sure is, so some of those enchantment removals become really good against it. So
whose spot do we like more here? Oh, we might see both Lilias in play in the future. The dream might be coming true.
Lyndon plays real aggressive in this deck, so Lyndon doesn't want to get onto top deck mode, where Jimbo is very much happy getting into top deck mode. His deck does play the long con.
He's playing all these planeswalkers. He's taking advantage of incremental advantages through planeswalkers and tutor spells through his deck, where Lyndon's drawing off the top, controlling the board state and attacking through.
Yeah.
But now he's got some real choices to make. Does he kill the planeswalker?
Oh, so that is...
he kills Nissa.
That is Firebolt, because he's flashbacking Firebolt.
Yeah, it was Firebolt earlier on in the game. Yeah. If it was the old art, I'd be all over it.
Yeah, so that's the new art. That's the one from Amonkhet.
Oh, was that in...
No, hang on. It might... No, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in Amonkhet, I think.
I thought it might have been in a promotional set or something like that. Alright. Well,
oh, hang on. No, it was in Eternal Masters.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's got the new border. Yeah, it is.
That's it, yep. We're learning with people.
Yay, learning. Eidolon taking down that. And he's tapped out, which is going to be very interesting for Lily to come down. And he's going to make Lyndon sack the creature, which is good because then he can't activate his factory in response.
Yeah, while he's tapped out.
Which is... Jimbo is going to try and turn the corner now. That's a clue token from the Tireless Tracker.
Ah, right. I see.
So he's got 2 clue tokens.
Yeah, Jimbo's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah.
And Lyndon's getting a little bit mana flooded.
Yeah.
Looks like he's still got some choices to make, though.
I think Lyndon really wants to top deck Koth right now, I think. Koth or Chandra Torture Defiance, I think that would make...
He's got a few top decks that would be good.
Pretty good.
Snapcaster Mage would be just fine.
Yeah, he's got a lot of answers in his graveyard with Snappy.
You just throw Ancestral Recall.
Yeah.
Now we're back in Lyndon's turn, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. So Lyndon's trying to figure out what plays he makes. He's got 3 cards, trying to lay them down in the right order.
Alright. Well, we're bashing in with...
So because the Tireless Tracker can't be pumped up because he's...
What's that?
Looks like a goblin of some sort, but I'm not sure.
Is that Keldon Marauders?
Might be.
Oh yeah, it does. It's killed the Liliana on 1. It's Keldon Marauders.
Yep.
It's got Vanishing, so it deals 1 damage to target player when it comes to play, which means it can target Liliana.
Yep.
Green Sun. Ooh.
He's
Thrag
getting
Tusk?
Thrag Tusk.
Thrag Tusk,
100%
you reckon?
getting Thrag Tusk.
That's
Right here, this is like Thrag Tusk Central. There is no brainer. He's looking for it. There it is. Gain some life.
Didn't take many people to figure it out, did it? As soon as it came down, we both go, Thrag Tusk.
Yeah.
And Jimbo did not stop and think about it.
No.
Slam.
He knew exactly what was happening there. It was like Thrag Tusk is very much coming down.
So Jimbo just went from 6...
Gains 5 life.
5 lives. I thought he was on 6. Oh, must have been on 7. That's big. That is. That Keldon Marauders... I'd probably just let it go through. It's just going to die anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I
How
don't-
big's the Keldon Marauder?
3/3.
Okay, so Thrag Tusk is a 5/3.
Yeah. You get to attack with it once, and it'll deal 1 more damage later on when it dies, when it vanishes away.
Yeah.
So, yep. And you'll take the 3.
Does not care. He wants to keep his Thrag Tusk. He wants
Yeah.
to hold on to that 5 beater for as long as possible.
And Lyndon is almost hellbent. They're both basically top deck mode now.
Yeah.
Lyndon's got 1 card in hand, also Jimbo's got 1 card in hand.
Lyndon's also...
Oh, no, 2 cards in hand, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got 2.
Okay. Is that an Eternal Witness? Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Eternal Witness flashing
And
back
now
up.
we're going to start making you discard cards. We're not going to attack with... Would you... Yeah, attack with a Thrag Tusk.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't have to make him sack a creature because it dies now
It
anyway.
dies. It's just
Oh, it doesn't die now? It dies next turn, does it?
Vanish.
Yeah, it must.
You can't,
If you can't
have
remove
to-
a counter.
Can't remove it.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, it does die now. Yeah, it
I
does.
think it was just deciding where it was going.
Yep, okay, and then
Yeah.
picks him up. Can't beat a Thrag Tusk and a
Yeah, and a
Eternal
Lily
Witness and a
ticking.
Lily, especially with only 1 card in hand.
Yeah. Alright, so
Do we change anything for...
sideboarding into next game.
Do we see any sideboard cards in that game at all?
No. No, we didn't. None at all.
No.
And that's like the problem. Not the problem, but that's the interesting part of Highlander is because it is a singleton format. Sometimes when you sideboard cards in, you sideboard cards out. You're essentially just trying to sideboard your dead cards out for more good cards,
Yeah.
instead of you're searching for your good cards that you sideboarded in.
It's hard to get a silver bullet.
Yeah, exactly.
That 1 card. I mean, I guess Lyndon would probably say Blood Moon is a bit of a silver bullet in this match.
Yeah, it is.
But Jimbo is playing a basic forest and a basic island. So, not be all and end all.
No, not at all.
And also, I would imagine that Jimbo has got a few answers. See, he may have boarded in the Croson Grip. In fact, if Jimbo's aware of, which he is aware that Lyndon's playing Blood Moon, he probably has Croson Grip sideboarded in now.
Yeah, but I didn't see any sideboard. Oh, Jimbo's looking at his sideboard, so you can see Snuff Out. So he's thinking about Snuff Out.
See, I would have brought that in.
Yeah, I thought he would have as well. So maybe he's thinking
Maybe
about
the 4 life. Maybe the 4 life is a bit scary. No, he's not going to bring it in. Okay. Well, Jimbo probably is. I guess the big question, and it's really the hardest thing to do. What do you board out?
Yeah.
You
So-
considered Bitter Blossom as taking out. I would be. Yeah, I'd probably board Bitter Blossom 2 out. But it does buy you a lot of time.
Maelstrom Pulse probably doesn't do enough, but it does hit Young Pyromancer.
Also takes out enchantments. That might be a
Yeah.
problem.
So
But
Blood
he
Moon.
has to get the black. He has to
Yeah.
get the black out though.
That's
He
the
has
hard
no
part.
basic black.
He might actually cut Caracas from his sideboard. Because
into the sideboard, take it into the sideboard.
yeah, put it into sideboard from main. Because I feel like it just doesn't do a lot in this matchup. Unless you want to bounce your own legendary creatures.
It's tough.
Maybe Shriekmaw? No, Shriekmaw seems pretty good.
Leovold seems amazing in this match.
Yeah, it really
We have
does.
not seen Leovold yet. Like,
The-
how many times has Lyndon targeted Jimbo?
Oh, yeah.
And, well, he doesn't have too much trouble getting rid of a 3/3, but a lot of his burn spells only deal 2 damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I say a lot. Actually, I might be lying. We've got Incinerate's 3 damage, Fork Bolt.
2.
2.
2 damage.
Fire Blast is 2.
2.
Lightning Bolt's 3. Lightning Strike's 3.
Searing Blaze is 2.
Price of Progress is to the face, though. It's not there.
Rift Bolt is
Bolt's
3. Yeah, there's a fair few. Lightning Strike is 3. I think you said that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, nice. Turn 1 for Vexing Devil. Jimbo allowing that to happen, I think.
Ooh. So that indicates that Jimbo probably has a removal spell.
Yeah.
Possibly a Fatal Push.
Yeah, so Vexing Devil reads, when it enters, your opponent can either take 4 life now
Basic item.
and let it
Basic swap.
go to the graveyard, or take it whenever. So Fatal Pushing.
I did not see. He has 2 basic swamps.
Yeah, 2 basic
I did
swamps.
not see that. So he has actually 5 basic lands. So maybe Blood Moon's not that good in this match.
Maybe. No, I'd still 100%. In a 3-colour match, I would still play Blood Moon any day of the week.
That's a bit awkward. No, see, yeah, no, I'm not sure. I would bring Blood Moon in now. So I'm second guessing myself, and I haven't actually analysed it. And I'd be interested to talk to Lyndon about how he was thinking when he was sideboarding, and to know whether he actually brought the Blood Moon in. It's probably not as good as I've been making it out. I would say 5 basic lands in Jimbo's deck. I thought it was only 3.
But still, Blood Moon forces Jimbo to search out basics, which is not what Jimbo wants to do. He wants to have options on his mana base.
Yeah, he does, but with Expedition Map, several fetches, it's not going to be that hard for him to get in. Look at that. Was that a Fatal Push that killed the...
Yeah, the Fatal Push killed the Vexing Devil.
Read him like a book, I did. I'm going to say that.
You sure did, and here comes the Rabble Master. Attacking for 1. This card is amazing. I'm playing Rabble Master in Legacy, sorry.
Yeah.
And it does... A turn 1 Rabble Master actually is really good.
Just drew?
I'm not sure. It looks...
Yeah. So, if Lyndon has ordered in the Blood Moon, he's going to be feeling pretty sad about it right now.
Yeah, he really will. Because it's gonna... No, it's not going to hurt Lyndon too much.
No, it won't hurt Lyndon very much at all.
He doesn't have
any island, I guess.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
He's actually not playing. You were right. Your first evaluation of the deck is basically a mono red deck.
Yeah.
With a tiny bit of blue. In fact, it's the only blue spells: Ancestral Recall, Jace Vryn's Prodigy, Snapcaster Mage, and Treasure Cruise.
Yep. The only blue cards in the deck.
So.
Oh, Dak Faden.
Oh, there's a Dak Faden in there. I didn't even see that.
Yeah. And you got... In the sideboard, you got Blue Elemental Blasts.
Yeah.
And Hydro Blast. And that's it. Oh, Mental Misstep.
Chandra. Killing the Scavenging Ooze nice and quickly.
Just dealing with that problem. Attacking for 6. Feels good.
An early Rubble Master may be.
Oh,
yes! Yes! This is me trying not to get excited.
Obliterator.
He did it. He wanted it in.
So,
that's amazing.
You know what this card does. What does this card read?
Whenever Freezing Obliterator is dealt damage, the controller of that damage has to sacrifice that many permanents.
That's
amazing. The way it actually says. So, oh wow. That was me being very calm with my excitement on that card being played.
It is an amazing card. I love that Jimbo is playing this in Highlander.
I did not expect him to board it in.
You've played this card in Vintage, haven't you?
Yeah, well, when I actually no.
Who was playing
so
this in Vintage?
I played Freezing Negator. When I started playing, this card sadly wasn't printed yet, and my introduction to Vintage was Silver Black.
Yeah.
So Freezing Negator, Dark Vigil, he's a 5/5 creature. Unfortunately, Freezing Negator does it the wrong way around.
Yeah.
Where whenever it's dealt damage, you have to sacrifice the permanents. But Obliterator, for one black more.
Yeah. Just does so much work.
Perfect example of power creep, everybody.
I have versed a Freezing Obliterator on Tinker and with a Blight Steel, and it didn't end well for me. It did not end well at all.
Did they block with it? And
yeah.
Sacrifice 5 permanents?
Yeah, I was like, oh no. And I was pretty much board wiped then. It's pretty funny.
So
Lyndon's now going to be in a very interesting position. He was sitting really good.
Well, he attacks with that Goblin Rebel Master now. He has to sacrifice 4 permanents.
No, it will be 5 because
It's 2-2.
it's a 2/2 attacking, and if he attacks with the other goblins, the goblin
+2?
+1, so there will be 3 goblins attacking alongside Rebel
of course. I
Master.
always forget about the next Goblin that comes in. The trigger. Okay, so he's not attacking the Goblin Rebel Master here.
It will
But
kill the
he has to
Obliterator.
attack with the other ones.
Yeah, he
Doesn't
does.
He has to. So he's sacrificing a permanent and losing a Goblin no matter what this turn.
Yeah.
Unless he can figure out a way to get rid of that.
So he'll be attacking with 3 goblins.
Oh, that's amazing.
Ooh.
That's a Jace Rune's Prodigy, yeah?
Yeah. So he's ticked up his Chandra, revealed the Jace Finn's Prodigy.
I don't know how Lyndon gets out of this.
It's going to be hard, that's for sure.
He's
So he
attacking another
does.
attack with everything. Now, Jimbo's got an interesting choice. What's that?
Oh.
I don't know what that is. It's 2 cost.
Searing Blaze? Searing Blood. I think that's a Searing Blood.
So now he's attacking for lethal, isn't he?
Yeah, so he has to block.
3. So the Goblin has 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, and he dashes in Zergo. Pre-combat, that's amazing. Whoa. And we've got the Firebolt.
I don't understand what happened there.
So he didn't block.
He didn't block. Okay.
Okay, so he didn't block because he was worried that his Phyrexian Obliterator would die. That was interesting.
That's
I don't
very
know why.
interesting. I'm not sure why you'd do that. Fatal Push coming back.
Getting Fatal
Destroy
Push.
the Rebel Master probably.
100% Rebel Master. The next, Jace Finn's Prodigy doesn't. Does it do a lot?
It probably
Yeah, it
burns
does.
him out. It probably kills him.
Yeah.
So yeah. Why is the Vexing Shasha
Over there?
over there?
I'm not sure.
Play a Delve spell or something? No.
Don't know. Did Jimbo?
He Fatal Pushed it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. The real question is, why is Lyndon's deck graveyard in 2 piles?
Interesting. Oh wow. This is intense, people.
Yeah. Jimbo on 7 life.
I didn't think Goblin Rebel Master would be good against Phyrexian Obliterator. I don't know why he didn't block there.
Neither do I. Maybe he was worried about losing the Phyrexian Obliterator to a burn
isn't
spell
that
because
why-
Lyndon was open.
But then he has to sacrifice how many permanents?
5.
Yeah, like...
Maybe because Jimbo doesn't have any more gas to block and he's on such little life.
He kills the Goblin Rebel Master. Yeah, well, maybe.
I think, yeah, Rebel Master
He's-
actually is
he's
probably
in the
good.
same position right now. He's got a Fatal Push in hand. We know that. He's going to attack Lyndon. I don't know. I don't know what's in Lyndon's hand either. And that's... What did you say? That was...
The Rebel Master is really good against Obliterator when I really think about it, because it produces the permanents that you can sack and you can keep your Rebel Master alive if you want to.
What's the creature above
Zergo?
Zergo.
Zergo Bell Striker, so it's a
Can't
1 cost 2/2
Okay.
that can't block creatures with 2 or greater.
So what's happening here?
So he's flashing back the Firebolt.
To do 2 damage to...
Did he kill his own Rebel Master? Why?
Don't the goblins have...
Yeah, they have to attack. Alright, so he's killed his own Rebel Master so he doesn't lose his goblins.
But so they don't have to
No,
attack?
it's
Okay.
it's an ability on Rebel
Rebel
Master.
All other goblins have to attack.
Yeah.
Or is it all goblins have to attack?
All goblins have to
Oh, so
attack.
goblin
So
must
and
self-rest.
Zergo is also a goblin.
Oh, I see. We're making sense of all the things. Is that a Varoth stronghold?
I think so.
It is.
Yeah.
Varoth stronghold.
And that is return a wizard?
If it's return anything, it's return any creature.
No, I think it's a
Or is
wizard.
it sacrifice a creature?
Oh, no, it
and
is.
2 black.
No, it's return a creature from your
Oh, is it?
graveyard to your hand.
Yeah.
So he's assembling the combo with Eternal Witness.
Yeah. No. This will be problems for Lyndon.
And that's
maybe,
a
but-
Grim Lavamancer, isn't it?
Yeah. So he can play the long game a bit now. Just burning out. No, Jimbo really wants to deal with a Grim Lavamancer.
Yeah, he really does. Especially when he's on 7 life.
I still don't understand why Jimbo didn't block, but he obviously has a reason in his head.
Yeah. So Jimbo's going to take 2 damage here because Lyndon can't play that Volcanic Island.
But now is that why things are getting removed?
But Vexing
Yeah, I don't know. That's don't
came
ask me.
down. Yeah,
You
I don't
play
know why
Vexing
that.
Shastra, I don't know why it's there. So the Grim Lavamancer can also deal 2 damage to him. Jimbo might be in trouble here.
Yeah, it's interesting.
What's the combo with a Voroth Stronghold?
And it's Eternal Witness. You get back any card.
Yep, I knew that, but do you have a sack out light? Do you have to sacrifice a creature to activate
No.
Voroth Stronghold?
No, it's just
So
two
it's
two
not-
mana and tap.
So it's not. I'm trying to think of the other card. What's the one that you sacrifice a creature and add 2 black? The one that Nick Fit plays.
Yeah, I forget what that one is.
Yeah, it's 1 and 1 black. Voroth Stronghold. It's 1 and 1 black. Tap it. It's a legendary land. Put a creature from your graveyard on top of your library.
Yep.
So you don't put a strand in your hand.
No. That's right. He's also got so Jimbo's got 3 lands and a Promised End in hand, it looks like.
Can he cast it? Got instant artifact land creature in his graveyard.
Yeah.
13 to cast, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think so.
6. He's got 10 there. He's 3 away from casting it. Oh, he's going to attack. He's going to attack the Chandra with the Phyrexian Obliterator. And yes, Lyndon does the right thing and does not block.
Oh, nice. So Jimbo's just played, Ishkanar Graph Widow. So,
Someone get the text on that, please.
so Ishkanar comes down with dudes.
So now Lyndon really wants to rely on that Grim Lavamancer to win the game.
So Ishkanar is 4 and a green, legendary spider, 3/5 with reach, Delirium. When Ishkanar enters the battlefield, if you have 4 or more card types among cards,
So Delirium.
so he does have Delirium, he's got 4 types,
yeah.
you create 3 1/2 spider tokens with reach.
All right.
It also has an ability, 6 and a black. Target player loses 1 life for each spider you control.
Right. So Jimbo's still probably not in a great spot. He's just gone to 3 life because of Grim Lavamancer. So
Yeah.
any one spell really pretty much wins Lyndon the game, I think.
Yeah, it really does.
Oh, or that. So he can play more blockers, basically. Yeah, I think Jimbo's down and out now, unless he can kill that Grim Lavamancer. Has he used that Fatal Push in his head?
Yeah, the Fatal Push is exiled, I think, because he flashed it back.
No, he got it back to hand with the Eternal Witness.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't remember now whether he's played it or not. I can't see Jimbo's
Yeah, it's right here. It's just under the
Oh, it is.
the
So
expedition map.
He has used. Oh yeah, he killed the Jace Finch Prodigy with it. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, Jimbo's in trouble, I think, because he needs to deal with that Grim Lavamancer.
Yeah.
All right, next game. Congratulations, Lyndon. You go into the top 2 match.
Finals.
Finals. Top
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, finals.
Congratulations.
Stay tuned for the next round, which will be Michael Billinghurst versus Lee Holland. Thanks for